incentives. This is a Q&A. It's free. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And I'm going to let you know what's coming in here. Someone is watching and they have someone who they create things with. They do something creatively with this person, and they have developed some feelings for you. You may know, you may not know. The only thing that's majorly clear with this coming in is that with this creative force that you have come together with on something, they also have developed a little bit more with you. All right. And that is a new romance. They haven't always felt that way since you guys began your project, whatever you have going on. This creative thing that you guys have set into motion, these feelings have developed. So this is a new romance if you get together with this person. That's what I'm talking about. Someone new in your life. Now, someone has an older romance that's somewhat coming back to haunt you. You're trying to live this wonderful life right now and just enjoy things, everything from bubble baths to whatever you enjoy. Soft cushions, you know, when maybe someone who you talked to before didn't believe in spending on things like, you know, anything beyond something comforting. Okay, I'm getting this. And this is a person who's trying to come back into your life. And it's not just them wanting to come back, it's their entire family pretty much. So if you've been seeing them pop up wherever you are, whether grocery shopping or going to work somewhere, that's what's coming into play here. They still want to have some involvement in your life. There's also someone who's trying to encourage them to be involved in your life because they're trying to keep a mess and dig up dirt and whatnot. And they've been doing anything from hang up calls, you know, just the other things. So watch that, because it's kind of like the energy I'm getting is kind of like how my ex-husband's family has done. They've come up to 3 different jobs and worked at two out of 3 once they found out I was up there. So yeah, they can't let go. So somebody has that going on. Let's see more information on who it is. This is actually going to be this divine masculine who has this going on. There is someone who has been shot down a few times. They've tried to flirt with someone and it really hasn't gone the way that they would have hoped. And the reason why it's coming into play here with the love reading is that there is some loyalty that somehow has developed between this person and this other person who has been trying. It's probably this friendship type of loyalty, so you probably feel something tingly there, and it's because they pretty much see you for who you are. So their friendship is pretty loyal there. Why it's coming up in this love reading, let me see, because this is supposed to be based in romantic readings or unrequited love. So it has been unrequited love with this other person. However, it's starting to become genuine, a little bit not so one-sided because of this manifestation here. Let's find out why the universe has placed you in this scenario with someone and you thought it was going to be unrequited, but it's not so much. Okay, so there is some emotional upheaval there. And what is it connected to for this person coming in? They needed to work through something connected to this Queen of Wands. Whew. So it's something having to do with, you could put everything into a relationship previously and decided not to for some reason. And that, so it could have seemed like this was a karmic. And that's really weird because if love is developing, if it's in that process, then let's look more closely at this Queen of Wands to see what's going on here. Now with the Queen of Wands, there's cheerfulness, cheerful energy, and it's about entrepreneurism. So this is about business, and so maybe, they didn't want to ever get to the place of mixing business and pleasure, or maybe they had some other founded reasons. However, there is some type of cheerfulness, and this was basically all about business, but as far as someone needing to work through this this emotional upheaval before you move forwards, that's really what the main deal was here. And then there is this King of Swords to show you where you are on that. So to become more disciplined, to try to put more into a relationship, because you're starting to find out that it is more important, not to take a chance. Okay, so instead of not taking a chance because you're fearful of taking a chance, you're trying to dig up the emotions that are very important. You love this feeling of loving hard, this idea of loving hard, but you can't get to it, and you can't experience that wonderful feeling of love if you don't let down your guard, and if you're always doing something to where you're making someone not trust you. Because if they're to the point where, they could offer some loyalty, you're just lucky to get to that point, because there's a need for some discipline. And actually, there's really a need for you to understand how important discipline is if you want something to work out, because you have the other person's pride to contend with. You have issues to work through yourself. And if you don't feel that people are loyal generally, if you believe in they're mostly polygamous, then that's an understood reason why you wouldn't want to, trust someone to be loyal, especially when it comes to, beneath the sheets or what have you. So with the King of Swords, it's about charging ahead, action, haste. And that's when it's paired with this other one falling out. So it's about discipline. And that's what's coming into play mostly. Just the universe placing you in this position to not just accept that you don't think someone is going to be loyal, but like to charge ahead with the desire to make it work, you know, to go above and beyond because it's important to you. And that is the charging ahead part that you may not have had a problem with previously, but then there's the discipline that's coming in with you working through the emotions of how you feel about people not being on the same page. You know, surprises. Yeah, see, there's that disappointment in love coming in. I feel like someone can handle it if they're not called back. They just want to understand, you know, and they want the other person to understand. I'm getting that someone had an issue where someone didn't call them back and they were intimate. They didn't get called back, but at the same time, they didn't want to take intimacy seriously at all anyway, because they know things like this happen. But what they're offended about is that someone wants them to behave a certain way, or they want to make them look bad, and yet everything they're doing is a farce. The whole entire relationship is, it might as well go kaput because it's not based on anything kosher. So it's not so much that they're hurtful as they really deep down get angry at someone else for putting them in the same type of boat. And there's that general consensus coming in with that. So there is someone who has been around other people in a group, and someone in the group really likes you. Someone who you have in passing hung out with or spoken to. They really like you. Let's see what else is going on. There's also someone who has fallen in love with this person represented with this Two of Wands. And this is a go-getter. Someone has fallen in love with this go-getter. Here, they are head over heels. So, if you're that go-getter, you probably know who I'm talking about. Someone has truly lost it over you. They are deeply in love. It's about choices. And this person feels like you're the type who will go after the world. So they really hope that you're going to go after them as well. They feel like they want you to conquer them too. They want you to conquer them as well. Someone met someone at a they met someone else at a celebration, and whether it was an anniversary or birthday or holiday celebration, they really like you. I don't feel like they've seen you since, but they're trying to find a way to put it out there. into the universe, trying to find some connection with someone who knew who you were. They haven't been able to reach the person who knew you at the party to try to contact you. They don't even know if you're single. They haven't been able to decipher everything from just whatever it was that they saw or heard already. Things are not clear to them, but they do have the strength to continue along those lines of trying to get at you, trying to find a way. Someone is walking away from someone who they've recently been dating because they've met someone who blows all the bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? They feel like this other person was truly meant for them, and so they are walking away. They don't know how things are going to go, or even if you're going to talk to them, but they just do not want to risk being with someone else if you do show them interest. So. The way they figure it, they're just going to be lonely for a while anyways. If you decide to talk to them, you do, and they'll be happy about that. But someone is recently single, and yet they have their mind on someone else. There's someone who wants to start over fresh. They're with someone and they're happy with that person, but that person is just not feeling them anymore. And they actually, and you see it all the time, someone wants to change and people are like, no, a leopard doesn't change its spots. This person really has a new vision, and they want to work something out because they are deeply in love. What have they done that was annoying? They've been more interested in, just doing things even alone if the other person doesn't want to join in with them, because these are activities that make them happy. And honestly, because one of the other people here doesn't like to do the same things and is not willing to even compromise and make the other person the least bit happy, that's what this relationship is on the rocks for here. But now one of them is coming around. Like, I'm going to compromise more. How is that going to go? Because one person has a new vision, wants a new vision, but the other person still doesn't want to compromise or the one who wants to compromise. How are they going to stay happy if the other person doesn't want to do things that they want to do? Well, what's coming into play is discipline, being stern about the decision to compromise. How are they going to be happy? Are they going to just be happy being with that person and not doing other things that make them feel happy? They're just not going to share if they feel unhappy about not being able to do this or that, or feeling like the other person doesn't trust them and won't go with them. So this is, yes, they do want to make a fresh start. However, they are going to be holding back. And eventually, I feel like that could creep in deeper and deeper and separate them again. But this person really is feeling genuinely like they want to make this other person happy and try harder. And they're trying to view it from this other person's perspective now, when they weren't at first. So I'm going to give it a little time to see if anyone has any questions. Anything you would like for me to look up? Yeah. So that's that as far as the general readings in love. So you guys shout out and let me know if there's anything specific about someone you love that you'd like me to look up. right, what advice is coming in for someone who is having an issue in love? The advice that's coming in is to maintain, because you can conquer this. Some other advice that's coming in with an issue in love is to comprehend that a plan that you have is not about to work. So if you're trying to make someone do something and you're in a relationship with them, don't count on them changing if you think you have to make them change. It's all about whether or not they want to change for themselves. You can't punish them and make them change. That's a bad plan. That's the advice that's coming in. Someone is trying to twist someone's arm and make them change, and it's not working. It's not going to work. Someone is acting a certain way because not because fully that they don't trust someone, but it's because they feel like what they're doing is fair. They feel like they're trying to be fair in some scenario. They feel like if they moved forward quickly, it wouldn't be fair for whatever else is going on with someone. Let's see if I can get some type of clarity on what is fair versus whatever this is talking about here. Okay, so this is the Knight of Swords. It's about ambition. So someone knows that someone has a lot of ambition in love. I'm getting that this person has a lot of ambition all the way around when it comes to working as well. And so they just feel like it's something, some type of leverage is there. And they feel like maybe this person's a little bit more like somehow they think that something is going to get twisted up in some way. Because something is not being said. This person doesn't know that they would have leverage in some scenario. There's something about something going on in someone's life. And possibly there's more than one person trying to talk to someone, and they just some people have bent over backwards for this person, I guess, but this person is not attracted to these other people. And so whatever the case may be, They're not, even though there's attraction there, they have their head over their heart. They feel like all is fair in love and war. So if they know that maybe someone else liked them and there's a war, a war of words or something trivial, but that could really get out of hand, they're not trying to move forward with it, because it seems as though they have some type of friendship or some type of working relationship or something, and someone is going to feel like something's not fair, something's imbalanced, you know, and they're just going to be beside themselves. And this person really seems like, you know, they care, you know, that much. I mean, they're deeply entrenched. I think it's something like, you know, only thing that's coming to mind is like hospital beds. There was something that I was told about the pandemic and how some people, well, the people who were coming in to the hospital, they were all sent to like rooms where basically the nurse said they were death rooms. They were like the nickname, like something similar to the death rooms. But a doctor's wife got it, and they didn't send her to the room. They tried all the stops or whatever. So this person is like, no matter what's going on, they're not trying to, you know, be one-sided. They're trying to definitely, you know, but let's see what happens. I mean, as far as if people are living on the same street or working in the same place or going to the same college or church, something like that, how long would this person, like if people are constantly upset, how long would this matter go on and on? How long would they allow it to? Well, they would allow the emotional people to reach, you know, the tippity top, the brink of whatever it is. And then after that, they're not gonna let it just reverberate on and on forever. They'll make a choice at some point after things get as heated as they possibly can. And what would it take for things to reach a boiling point before someone is ready? Like for someone to already say that they're disappointed. And I'm getting that, you know, if it hasn't been done already, it's well on its way to happening, where someone voices their opinion on, you know, everything being a disappointment to them, because they're going to be upset about it, because they don't like, you know, to see someone talking to someone else anyways. So it says New Age spiritual warfare. Some stuff fell here. Let me get situated. Let's see. We wage spiritual warfare offensively to the background looks so dark. Hold up. Offensively to against doubles. Like, hold on. Against devils. Hold on, I can't see. There's stuff popping up all over the screen to prevent me from seeing this. Some other notices. It's good to wage warfare. Hallelujah. God is good. The rocks will cry out if we don't. Let's see what's going on with what you have going on. So the Queen of Swords is coming in with what you have going on. And that is about being astute. And it's about everyone viewing to be perceptive. It's about perceptiveness for me and perceptiveness for you as well. Sometimes, you know, people aren't happy when something comes out, you know, like if they were dabbling in something and all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. It's not, how does it go? How does the verse go? Some things work together for good? No, all things work together for good. So that's what's up. All things work together for good. All things for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So let's look at some of the things that are coming together. Someone is being inspired in a way to be more in tune with the things that they preach. Someone's being more inspired in that capacity. How else? Someone is manifesting something in a positive way, be it love, be it a raise, be it fertility. Something is being manifested in faith, through faith. Spiritual warfare as well is going on. And the battle is not mine, it's the Lord's. Someone doesn't want to be around certain energy, and yet what's going on is at their job, they have to contend with the energy anyway. The advice coming in for this person is to just allow things to crumble as they may. With the Tower coming in, that's what's going on. Whether you leave or go, there is the Tower showing up with something someone has going on at work. And I know a lot of people hate to see the Tower popping up. In this case, what it signifies, as always, is collapse and destruction. Release, though. You know, releasing yourself from what you necessarily want to see go down. Releasing yourself and placing yourself fully in Yahweh's or whoever you serve, because there are many religions out here. Putting yourself out there like that without doing all this extra stuff. Whether people are asking you to do it, whether you need the money, so you're doing it for cash, whether you feel like it's a principle of some matter or something that was suggested to you that you're trying to do something with. So something is crumbling. Why? Why is it crumbling? Why is the divine allowing it to crumble? Because this is coming in as the Knight of Coins. It's crumbling because of the Knight of Coins. With the Knight of Coins. So loyalty is coming into play. Who are you loyal to? Are you loyal to what you say you believe spiritually? That is one reason why stuff is out here for grabs and tumbling. With the Knight of Coins, there is efficiency, responsibility, patience. Patience is in question and loyalty is in question. And that's why the universe has this going on. Every angle, no matter which way you look at it, that's what it's about. Someone has an enemy who, yeah, they are ready to throw away everything. They would. Death is coming in right here, right there. You know, that's where it is, and it's like that song. Took the mask off. Took the mask off. Look death in the face. Took the mask off. Spiritual warfare will bring some to that point. You know, so someone may want something to stop. They want an end to something. And what is going to be, what is the result? So someone's going to be better off for all of this happening, for something that's going on with someone. Someone is going to be bettering themselves. And that's what's coming in here. So someone was in the chat. It was one of the last shots I did. And this person was saying that a Virgo was, well, see, Virgo came in for the person who was trying to sabotage them. let's look into why is. And so what's coming in here is all these swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. What's that, like five swords? Five of swords. Someone has a lot of pride, and as you know, pride comes before a fall. And someone is upset because they've suffered defeat, or they know they're going to suffer defeat, or either this is just showing that they are going to suffer defeat, no matter which way you slice it, with all those different swords. And that one verse is coming to mind. Some people are going to cry, Lord, Lord. And he's just going to be like, I never knew you. You never knew me. You know, it's not like that. So. There is advice coming in for a Cancer sign. And the advice is to stay on whatever you're doing, because there's going to be success in it. Even if things seem a little bit strung out or stressful, there's going to be success with something that you have going on. And it has something to do with what is this? This is the Page of Swords. So specifically, what the Page of Swords stands for here is energy that is challenging. You will be able to analyze. You also have something going on where you're going to be successful in talking to someone about something. You want to talk to someone. Let's see. You are going to be able to get something off of your chest, Cancer. So if you felt like you were suffering in some way and you want to let someone know that, you know, and feel that you want to get that disgruntled feeling off of your chest, you are going to be able to talk to someone, either through someone else, or either you already have. And that success is coming in as if you've been thinking of someone and you want to let them know that you've been thinking of them, they're going to know it. So it's coming in here that you've been thinking about them. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Justice is coming in. So someone is going to have justice. Let's see if I can get some clarity about this. There's good luck coming in for someone and justice. There have been some ups and downs. And someone was inspired, or they were trying to inspire someone. And they were trying to encourage someone to be strong, but I'm getting this indication that it went a different way. They were trying to be inspirational and encouraging. Why did it go the wrong way? Because they didn't reward a person for being a good sport in the first place. Is that all? What else happened? Anything else? Something that they thought would comfort someone didn't really comfort them at all. Kindred spirits were coming around this person. However, they weren't being totally honest in all their actions, and the tense energy that they had just overflowed. The tense energy that they had was overflowing. And that's what made someone else uncomfortable, because this has something to do with someone being creative. And they wanted to be creative. They just didn't feel comfortable in being creative. And that's because this person is meant to complete something that they've already been working on, or meant to travel. They really weren't at the wrong place at the wrong time. A lot of people may feel like that's really not possible with fate bringing stuff into focus. It's just, for all intents and purposes, the way they're looking at things. The quicker they come to the conclusion that they don't need to be doing what they're doing, that they do need to be doing something else, they're going to have that going on. They're going to have things going on to where they feel uncomfortable, because they're really being called in. Maybe they're having a lack of trust, as far as spiritually, in the Creator, and that's why they keep ending up around people who make them feel very uncomfortable. So, what is the advice coming in for someone who is going through this? So, a bunch of coins came in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is this, like the 9 of coins or 10 of coins? That's a lump sum right there. So I feel like that this is a fortunate card to come up. You take So yeah. This is prosperity here. When I look at this, I think it's supposed to be a building. It always resembles a ruler to me, almost cards, and I don't mean like a ruler as in a person, I mean a ruler as in measurements. So this stands for big money, and it could, for some people, stand for a lottery. It stands for a lump sum, as you can see. I don't know if you can. Very intricate details on these cards, these particular cards. So where this lump sum is coming from, you know, it's a blessing. So if there has been prayer, definitely, you know, where your blessings are coming from, as we all surely must. And where is this lump sum coming from? It's absolutely coming from everything else in the way crumbling down and being bare. Is there something going on to where someone just has had a lack of control over something going on as far as with their friends and family? Is that what's causing the anger? Definitely something like that is causing sleepless nights. Someone is going through something that is really taking them down there through the trenches. So there has been a lack of discipline. And now it could be that someone is showing a discipline because what card is this? This is the King of Swords, symbolizing discipline. Let's see what else is going on. I get that someone has shown a lot of strength. Someone has been telling tall tales on them and made it sound like somebody was trying to symbolically hitchhike. Even though they had their own thing going on, they didn't need someone else for financial backing. This person had their own career. I'm getting that they were like military or something like that. Something with a sturdy cash flow behind it, not just a fly-by-night company or anything like that. And someone was saying that they were trying to holler at someone who had cash, and that person just put it out there. And I feel that it's becoming more and more obvious with this strength card that that's not what was going on. This person was trusting in the Lord, was trusting that they were doing the right thing, and that's coming out, and it's more obvious now that that person was not trying to attach themselves to someone for money. So someone has someone upset at them, and the reason coming in behind them being upset is coming in with this. This is the Page of Cups. Whew. So the Page of Cups is coming in, and someone is dreamy over someone else, There is puppy love with the Page of Cups. So someone is upset that there's puppy love blossoming with someone else. And it's making it hard for them to even have the words to express how they feel about this puppy love that they know is blossoming. So they're upset that someone has puppy love for someone else. Why can they not move on with their lives? Let's see what's going on. Someone can't move on with their lives. They feel like they need to defend their turf. Is this all in their mind? What turf is this that they feel that they need to defend? Okay, so they want accolades. And they feel like it's taken away from their accolades. Someone's not going to look their way because they're in puppy love with someone else. That's what's going on. So that's the Page of Cups. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Wands. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 of Wands. Ooh. How does the divine feel about what's going on? Wands again. Magic Wands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 8 of Wands is coming in. So there are going to be some rapid developments. 8. All right. Whew. The 8 of Wands, it's about busy activity. There is going to be a big change in the works. Swift movement. So there's going to be change. You know how the song goes. A change is coming. A change is coming for someone. And then wisdom and compassion is coming in after the change. So there's still wisdom and compassion from the divine. However, there is change that the divine is bringing in as mandatory change. Something is not going to be the same. Something is going to go a different way. Oh, it seems the card you got in previous readings. Oh. Whew. So I'm like letting some questions come in. heartbreak happening. So the Queen of Swords is coming in. Someone has some helpful criticism to offer. Someone may not be very thrilled about that because someone feels like they're helpful and someone else is not happy about someone trying to tell them something. So they are not gonna receive a message in humility at all. So someone need not even talk to this person. I mean, if you have already, mercy, because the person is, you know, really off their rocker with anger. When it comes to criticism. And now, because they feel criticized, this person is absolutely being seen as the enemy with the Moon card coming in. It's rubbing off. That's what that is. The Moon card. So that's what's coming into play for what someone has going on who is tuning in. Another person feels like they missed the boat, they missed the bus off of something that they wanted to do, and now they are upset and humiliated because they did not get to do something that they wanted to do. That is some of the energy that's coming in around someone. So do be cognizant of that. And another person feels like things are out of their control. So the move that they're making is they have a bad plan going on because they're trying to get things back under their control. Why are things out of their control? From the divine standpoint, this is about justice. And that's a wrap.